What is up, guys? This is Time Foss, and today we're gonna be taking a look at the Petitrits Fate Grand Order Shielder Mash Kyrielight. So here we go. Rise! So after removing the box and bringing the figure into camera, you can basically see that Mash Kyrielight right here is a character that I don't know. Now, from what I can tell and from the wiki that I've read, that Mash Kyrielight is actually a character from Fate Grand Order series. And if you're wondering what the franchise of Fate series is, I basically don't know because I haven't actually watched the anime, although I do know the Fate Grand Order series is famous for the multiple sabers. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the only reason why I know of the Fate series is because of a certain Christmas character that's coming into relevance in a few more months. As for this line of figures, well, the Petitrits is actually the first line that actually is meant for the Fate series of model kits. And correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I can tell, there are multiple versions of the Fate series right there, and the Petitrits is making all of those versions of characters. So we got Saber, Gilgamesh, Archer, and this one right here is really nice for the first line. And yes, this is the first kit of this line. And let's bring it a little bit closer to see the details. Now, as you can see here, Mash does look a bit plain, and according to the box, this is the only face you get. I don't know if there's actually alternate faces out there for this sold separately, but yeah, the face could benefit from more expressional faces because without this, it looks kind of plain. And if you're wondering, does she have only that one eye? Well, no, if you remove the bang of her hair here, yeah, it looks scary, but at least you get to see both of its faces. And you know, this actually does remind me of the Nendoroid line that this kit kind of looks like, and has the multiple faces. Now, this kit, like I said, does not include multiple faces, but it would be nice if it included it. Going to her body, and as you can see, there are lots of detail, lots of panel line on options, and of course the hands there, and also the feet there. This kit is basically detailed. And as for those purple accents there, those are clearly stickers. Yes, I applied them poorly, but gives you an idea on how this kit is. It also appears to be in the front of there, on top of the breast there. And that's not the only place of stickers. As you can see that this thing right here, if I can make it out there, that's actually a sticker covering a black space, and also there's also a sticker on the legs there, right on the thighs. So yeah, the eyes are also stickers, and this actually is kind of obvious that for a kit this small, making parts for these little details would be impossible, except for that piece there. I really wish it was a part. Now, throughout the entire showcase of this kit, you may have noticed I've been holding her like this because standing her up, while not really that impossible, is actually kind of hard. Unless if you really try to position her legs, then I guess it wouldn't be as impossible. Oh, there you go. But if you do have trouble standing the figure up, you do get this included base. And this is supposed to replicate the Phantasm's Gate, if I'm not mistaken. It's actually just a base with a clip on there, and it's pretty cool. It's clear blue. And it plugs onto her legs on this side, not this side. Believe me, I tried. And it just simply clips on like so, supporting Mash herself. And that base is clearly important for her to include this entire shield. And this shield is massive, even more bigger, or not the same size as Mash herself. And if you're looking at the shield here, it has those Japanese words, which I don't know if it's Japanese or I don't know. Just correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what this says. All I know is that this shield is clearly detailed. And you may have noticed that the sticker here is badly applied because behind the sticker is actually a detail. I will show you some pictures on the screen here to give you an idea. So the shield actually has pretty nice detail, and painting them would be a chore because of the small accents, but it doesn't mean you can't. And anyway, this shield can easily plug into Mash with the help of this peg. You just simply find the hole on her hand as usual and just plug the shield right into her hand like so. And this is where the shield can be used to support MASH, but in other poses, yeah, good luck trying to stabilize her with those tiny legs. That's where the included base comes into play. And that's pretty much the accessory she comes with. Yes, the one thing I did not expect from the Petitrits line is that it comes with less accessories compared to the Nendoroid version right here. But unlike the Nendoroid version, which comes with multiple accessories, which in hindsight those accessories are just different hand pre-posed, this one right here actually has some decent posability. So let's take a look at it. So the head here is on a simple big ball joint, so it can move all the way around if you want to. Look up this far, look down this far. Some side to side tilts which actually look kind of cute. And of course rotation all the way around, and she's now possessed by the demon herself. And for the arms, there's a kind of a peg here which allows the arm to go up this far. The arm itself is connected to the ball joint, so it can move forwards and back about this much. Rotate all the way around, although the head might get in the way, but you can kind of forcefully rotate it, but just don't do that too often because you might break the peg. And if you see a cut right here, that's actually a very tight swivel. Yeah, it does have a little bit of a bicep swivel right there, although it's really tight, so be careful when you want to turn her entire bicep around. And of course the bend at the elbow is just 90 degrees. Not that much, but when you consider how small this is, it's not that bad. And of course the arms are connected to simple pegs. Not ball joints, but pegs. And these only allow for some rotation. And no, you don't get a right open hand for this figure. Would have been nice if they included it though. There is no articulation at the waist, don't even try. The legs are connected to a shifting T-bar, so you can move them together like this. They are connected to ball joints, but as you can see with her skirt there, it kind of limits what you can do with this. So the leg kicks about that much, and to the back about, actually the back is a lot more. Outwards movement is not that much, again ball joints. A little bit of rotation at the thigh there, no bend at the knee, and the ankles are connected to small ball joints, so they move down this much, up this much. They can rotate to your liking, and some pivots which are barely there. And I know somebody out there is gonna ask out there, but yes, you can remove the skirts, which allows for some degree of more possibility on the legs. But the downside is that you will have some holes on the front and the back of her, which don't look that good now, do they? But this kinda looks cute. I should also note that this claw that's holding her leg is not really the strongest, so it will allow for, yeah, that. And also one more thing to note, if you're thinking that I will make a few sex jokes, a few hentai jokes, well, unlike another YouTube channel, I won't be doing that here. Not on camera, that is. Also, did I mention this figure is really small? Here she is next to Lego Spider-Man and Ultraman Ginga, Optimus Prime, the RX-78-2 Gundam, please check out that review, please. My mascot boy. And finally, the SDCS 00 Diver, which when I think about it, MASH Kyrielight in Petitrits line does share a few aspects with the SD line. That being, some of the SDs can bend their elbows, have bicep rotation, and have next to none posability in the legs. But MASH Kyrielight is better than those SDs now, right? So that is it for the review of the Petitrits MASH Kyrielight from the Fate Grand Order series. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, the posability is not the greatest. I mean, the amount of poses you can get is very limited, and as you can see, I didn't even try to pose her as I did on the box because, let's be honest, the posability on this kit is not the best. I would rate it around the 7 out of, not 7 actually, maybe the 6 out of 10, but the whole reason of the Petitrits line is basically just like the whole reason of the SD line. It's supposed to be cute and it's supposed to just stand there for your collection, which is basically what the Petitrits is actually doing here. I mean, if you were to ask me which one would I get between this and the Nendoroid version, I would say I would go for this one because it's more proportionate in my opinion and it's a lot more better. No, I'm not calling the Nendoroid fat, it's because 1, it doesn't have posability, and 2, I believe that Petitrits is way more better anyway. And when you consider its price point around the 60 ringgit mark, it's actually, for some people, of course it's expensive, but for the amount of quality you get for the colors, separation and whatnot, sure there are some color misprints right there, some parts are not colored, but you can do it yourself. But I would say, if you really want the Petitrits in your collection, or if you really don't like the proportions that the Nendoroid is offering, then the Petitrits line is basically for you. And if you like SHEILDER, then this will be a total treat. Sure, like I said, there aren't any alternate faces, there's not many accessories, but when you think about it, MASH is basically like this. It's always like this, well, from what I've seen. So, to simplify, do I recommend the Petitrits? Well, I only recommend it if you really want to dive into the Fate Grand Order, if you really like the character of MASH in this style and you love model kits and somewhat great color separation, then go ahead and pick this up. But if you can't stand the price, if you really want superb articulation and 100% pure color separation, then this isn't for you. But for me, it's an easy pass. So that's it for the review. I'll see you guys in the next one. And probably in the future I'll take a look at more Petitrits because I really love this line. It's cute, it's fun to build, and the overall results, well, some of disappointing, it's mostly fun. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next review. Take care, guys.